Hey, what's up guys? It's Luke from Pokemon Everything, and I'm super excited because I just got back from a Pokemon Standard tournament in Davis. I was playing at Davis Cards and Games in Davis, California. They have Standard tournaments on Tuesday nights. A lot of fun at UC Davis. So, for those of you in the area, check out Davis Cards and Games. It's a fun place. They got a huge play area, and I would say a pretty healthy Pokemon play community because there were quite a few people there. I want to say 12 to like 14 or more that were there playing Pokemon, and it was a blast. I went 2-1. I won my first 2 games, and I was like super excited. I was like, am I gonna get a third win and go undefeated? No, that didn't happen, unfortunately. But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that because the deck that I played against, wow, that deck really had a target on me. That thing just took care of me because they had the specific weakness that I just could not deal with fast enough. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. And we'll share the deck that I played as well because it's a really strong deck. It's a deck that's like just like the meta deck right now. If you're gonna play Pokemon, you're gonna see this deck all over the place. I'm not playing anything off meta. I just want to try to get back into playing Pokemon since I sort of took like a few months off. Since like last November, I've been really out of the scene. So through Fusion Strike, Celebrations, I really haven't done much in terms of playing Pokemon competitively. I've been trying to get back into that. And so I'm going to be trying to play in tournaments every Tuesday, which means I need a fresh deck to play. And the cool thing is I can sort of tweak it and test it playing it online. Pokemon trading card game online, until that switches, which is I don't know when. But for my efforts, I got 2 packs here. That was prize support, so you get a prize per win, round win. So that was cool. We'll open these up at the very end and see what we get. But let's talk about the deck first. I brought this. I love this Alcove deck box, by the way. This is an Alcove deck box by Ultra Pro. I love it. It's like really, the magnet on it is really good. It's like really seals really nicely. And this holds 100 cards, which a standard deck is not 100 cards. It's 60 cards. But I don't know. It's just a great size. You can actually put like the dice that you use in here as well, and so everything is just all together. And just for a preview, where's my main guy? It's Arceus. Arceus is my main guy. I think a lot of people are using this card right now. This is a monster of a card. It just does so much. And I am pairing that with my man, Gengar, and Gengar VMAX. So let's take a look at the deck right now. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Arceus deck online. This is, like I said, a pretty common deck, but I do want to talk about it and why it is a good deck right now. It just has a lot of really, it's fast. I wouldn't say it's versatile, but it's fast. And so really, I think other people have to deal with you when you play this deck. So we have 4 Arceus Vs. Let's see if I can expand. Oops, I don't want to do that. There we go. Arceus V has Trinity Charge, which lets you search your deck up for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon V in any way you like, then shuffle the deck, and then Power Edge for 3. Colorless, and it deals 130. So, really good attacks there. The Trinity Charge is especially good if you can get him up there with Gengar, and just use Trinity Charge. Maybe if you have this, if you're going second, and you have Arceus V in the active spot with Gengar sitting there, this card is going to just make Gengar a threat right away. And that's even saying this is actually a threat too by the next turn if he uses Power Edge. So, great card. Arceus V-Star, wow. Trinity Nova, same thing as the Trinity Charge, except this one deals 200 damage, the other one didn't deal any damage. You can search for 3 basic energy cards and attach them to Pokemon V in any way you like. So, extremely powerful. You're just getting 3 energy out of the deck, and powering up your Pokemon. You can do this by like turn 3, right? So first turn, well, turn 2 depending, or turn 3, you can do this, and you're gonna have a Pokemon that can hit for a whopping 250, which we'll look at later. That's gonna be very hard for your opponent to deal with. And that's on top of Starbirth, which during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 cards, put them into your hand, shuffle deck. So that's really powerful. In Magic, that's called tutoring. So you basically get to go into your deck and just pick out whatever you want. What I like to do is I like to look at the situation I'm in, and I know that this is a fast deck. I want to win as quickly as possible. So with that, I'm just going to pick cards that help me win right away. If I need energy to power up the attack, that's going in. If I need boss's orders to like get one of their Pokemon in so I can knock them out, that's going in. If I need to evolve Gengar, if I don't have Gengar, these are things I'm going to get with Starbirth. Okay, so that's that. Simple as that. Bidoof the Goof. He's, look at how goofy he is. He's a giant. Anyways, there's nothing really to do with the basic. We only want Bidoof for Vibrel. And because Vibrel has industrious incisors. Some people like to use the Sobble engine with Arceus. I mean, Sobble is extremely powerful. Never discount Sobble. Sobble's crazy. Even when I was playing back in November, Sobble was a huge thing. Actually, just started being a huge thing, and it's been a huge thing since then. But I like this one. This streamlines things a bit. It's less... it doesn't help you as much situationally, but this card at least, if you just really stack and pack your deck with things that you need to use quickly, I think this is a great option. Because once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Nice, right? So you can draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. And that's really what you want. You don't really want to use Tail Smash. Look at that. Flip a coin. If it's Tails, it does nothing. That sucks, right? You don't want to do that. Unless you have to. I guess that's something you could possibly do in a really, really terrible situation. So that's something that Vibrel has. Then we got Gengar. Gengar V, single strike. He's got Dark Slumber. It's an okay attack for 40 for 2 Darkness Energy. Puts the opponents to sleep. Anytime I play somebody, they wake up right away. So I feel like sleep doesn't do anything. Painful Explosion. Cool. Does 190, but it also gives 3 damage counters to Gengar. Not the best. So, we just see what we can do with Gengar, right? Alright, Gengar VMAX. Now here's the one. Fear and Panic does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V and GX in play. Well, GX is out of format, so don't worry about that. But Pokemon V, they're still there, and so if they have a loaded up bench of, Pokemon V there, that's going to be a really heavy hitter. But the real one is Gmax Swallow Up for just 3 Darkness Energy, 250. That can knock out so many Pokemon. And or deal just horrific damage to them. Plus, there are some trainer cards that we put in to make this even better. So 250 is an amazing amount of attack damage. The only caveat is that during the next turn, he cannot attack. Okay, so that's Gengar VMAX, and that's it. It's just these 3 Pokemon with their evolutions. This deck is so trim and slim. Like, it's just, there is no fat. Like, I used to be a guy, and I still am a guy that likes to be prepared for things. Like, I'd like to have an Eldegoss. I like to have Crobat helping me draw cards. I like to have all these things happening. They are not happening. This is just, your opponent has to deal with you. And there's another card I want to put in. I think it would work well with this deck. Especially after this week, now that I know the meta a little bit around my area, I would like to put in a Moltres, because I had to face Rapid Strike Urshifu, which is what actually decimated me. Gengar VMAX, 1 hit, when he has like a choice belt on, just kills me. That's just, it's the worst thing ever. So, Gengar VMAX and Arceus too, they're all weak against fighting. So fighting decks I know are popular because they're basically the antithesis of this deck. Trainer-wise, we have, you know, some staples here. We got Evolution Incense. These just automatically make sense because you're trying to get to Arceus, trying to get to Gengar VMAX, you're trying to get to Barbarelle, so that's an auto-include. Quick Ball to look, Switch. Switch is really important because you need to be able to get those Pokemon out of there. Gengar VMAX is a 3 retreater, and Arceus is a 2. You don't want them stuck in the active. Tool Scrapper, just a useful thing against your opponent. 4, I do 4 of Ultra Balls. That's really important. Collapse Stadium is especially against Path of the Peak. I guess if you know, face like Eternatus or something, this also does okay. Boss's Orders, this is a big one. Boss's Orders, you want to end the game fast, so you put in a bunch of Boss's Orders. In this case, I have 3. So there's 3. Cynthia's Ambition, more draw cards. You know, your guys will get knocked out. Arceus gets knocked out quite often. Cynthia's Ambition is helpful because it lets you get back to 8 cards if they get knocked out. This is a card that I could really switch in and out of this deck. I'm not sure if I really want this card in the deck or not. Marnie, of course, helps you cycle. Same thing with the Professor's Research. Raihan is great, of course. Like I said, you're going to get knocked out. You might as well get exactly what you need and energy back from the discard pile. Air Balloon speaks for itself. Big Charm doesn't really speak for itself, I guess. Big Charm, it can help you, that 30 boost there. Choice Belt, this is the thing that does 30 more damage. See, if you use the Turbo Energy, the dual colorless one, you can't attack as good because your attack goes down by 20 when you use that energy. We'll take a look at that. This kind of makes up for that with the Choice Belt. Okay, and then energy-wise, like I said, there's going to be 8 Darkness Energy and 4 Double Turbo. And here's a Double Turbo. The attacks of the Pokemon this card attaches to does 20 less. So, not as good. This is only going to go on Arceus, maybe Bidoof in like 1% of the time, but this is going to go on Arceus, and his attack's not going to be 200. For the V-Star version, it's going to be 180. But if you have the Choice Belt on, it goes back up to 210. And that's not bad. Not enough to knock out another Arceus, though. Remember that. Okay, so there is the deck. I went 2-1 with it. My first victory was against... what was it against? I think I was seeing Sobbles. I was definitely seeing some Sobbles. But the guy did not... Oh, Rapid Strike Urshifu. He was trying to get his Rapid Strike Urshifu out. Thankfully, I was able to adjust. His Sobbles weren't working out as fast. I won that game. The second game, I played against a mirror match of Arceus, and that's going to happen a lot. Although he ran the Sobble engine for his. And, did he have a heavy hitter out? I don't even know if I saw a heavy hitter out of that one. It was just Arceus. But then, excuse me, my Gengar was able to just overrun all the Sobbles at the end. Couldn't do anything about it. And then the third game, Rapid Strike Urshifu again. This time this particular opponent played his deck really well. The game went a little bit longer, which is bad for me. You know, Rapid Strike Urshifu just knocks out Gengar VMAX in one hit with a Choice Belt. So that was rough. I had nothing I could do about that. And so that was the end of that game. All games went really fast. I find that this, you know, super slim deck does a nice job of going and playing very quickly, which is, I think, up my alley. I like that a lot. So I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait till next Tuesday to get back into the tournament. Alright, 2 prize packs. Let's see what we get. Okay, here we are. Prize packs. Brilliant Stars. We're going to go with the first one. See if we can grab anything out of this. Let's get through that. We got a Claudont and Alchemy. Okay, nothing great out of that first pack. Pack number 2. Executor and Dracovish V. So we got a ultra rare, which is something I'm not going to complain about. Entry fee for the tournament was $7. You got 2 packs. That's, I mean, if you win, that's great. And we got a choice belt there, which is good. But nice, we got a Dracovish V. Very nice. Oh, by the way, I did get my PSA order back today too. So today was a big Pokemon day for me. Check it out. The Charizard VMAX ended up getting a 10. Beautiful card. Amazing looking. And then also got a 10. This is not nearly that great, but Jesse and James got a 10 for that. And I had some sports cards I sent, but I think I have another Pokemon card. Oh yeah, here we go. We got the Boss's Orders. Rainbow came back a 9. And we had an ADP coming back as a 9. That's a secret one. But definitely the winner was this. I'm so glad this came back the 10. The other ones, they didn't come back 10s. Not a big deal. But wow, that is just gorgeous looking. So a lot of fun with Pokemon today. Thanks for watching if you made it to the end of this video. I'll see you next time.